Alex Jones yesterday having been ordered to pay more than $4 million in compensatory damages to the parents of a 6-year-old boy killed at Sandy Hook. This is the first time that the InfoWars host has been held financially liable for repeatedly claiming that Sandy Hook was a hoax. It's only the start of his legal problems, because there's another bigger case coming in Connecticut and another case coming in Texas. But let me circle back to the thumbnail. The reason that I wanted and was so deliberate in saying make sure you use the words major victory for truth and put it in quotation marks, because as bizarre as it seems, those are Alex Jones's words. That was his take after he got whacked for the $4 million. Now, is there any logic to him saying that? None that I can see, other than wanting to always have something to say to his supporters to keep them back to the well, like, hey, this was really a great day. Don't fall into the trap of saying, well, it was only $4 million.
Okay, I fell.
No.
I fell. Why
No.
not? But the number I had heard was 150, so I thought that was so much smaller.
No. Okay, so there may have been a demand made of $150 million. I don't know what the Texas rules are. In Pennsylvania, we simply claim an amount that exceeds the arbitration limit. So Pennsylvania is not a state where you ever say, and they've demanded $50 million. That doesn't happen in our state. This was a compensatory phase. I actually think it's a lot of money. I think it's a lot of money because, and I know people are so used to reading headlines about blowout verdicts, right? $4 million for compensatory. In this case, what are you compensating for? You're compensating for emotional damages. And I think that $4 million is a big verdict for emotional damages in this case. And now comes the punitive phase. And so, TC, if you're looking for some, $100 million calculation, you might get it.
Oh.
You might get it real soon, but that's going to be in the punitive stage. Because the compensatory stage, first of all, punitive damages are very rarely awarded. Punitive damages are the ones that get all the headlines. You know what it reminds me of, TC? It reminds me of the insanity defense. The insanity defense rarely is employed. Courtrooms all across America today have criminal trials going on, and I'd be willing to bet you today, on this day, in not a single American criminal courtroom is someone trying to rely on the insanity defense. But when those cases come along, they get outsized attention. John Hinckley, okay? Punitive damages are much the same. Punitive damages are rarely awarded. They are those exceptional cases where the conduct was so egregious that you've met a standard where it's not enough to compensate someone. You're going to punish. You're going to allow the jury to punish the defendant. And in this case, it would seem ripe for punitive damages.